All right, it is still Social Media Day. Yeah, it hasn't changed, and we want to keep that conversation going. And we are joined now by Martin Mulu, who is the founder of Some Awards, and Mr. Philip Ogola, who is the digital humanitarian. And we want to continue that conversation. You know, there's a lot already happening, gentlemen, on SM Day KE. Many people basically talking about that importance of, yes, social media is pretty much free. You can tweet, you can do whatever it is you want to do, but there's an element of responsibility that comes in. And I guess that's where we can start the conversation on how do you do, like the great Spider-Man movie says, with great freedom comes great responsibility. Yes.
I think to me social media is actually a game changer in terms of the way we communicate, the way we actually get news and we consume news. But as the rule which is offline applies, the same rule actually applies online. So to me, I think social media comes with too much freedom, but it has to be. It also must come with self-regulation. I can actually today it's World Social Media Day. I can say as a country, I'm actually proud that social media actually put Kenya in the global map. Right now, Kenya is actually known in terms of innovation and stuff. And in terms of responsibility, I'm actually sad to be, as a country, as a generation, most people don't know the danger of social media. Because people think there's a false sense of anonymity, where you can have a fake account and start probably abusing anyone. And there's something called digital footprint. So every time we go online, every time we share anything, we leave breadcrumbs. So this generation, both young and old, they have no sense of what they're posting online. You are what you post, and you are who you follow. So to me, I think it actually comes with a great sense of knowing why you're joining Facebook, knowing why you're joining Twitter, why you're on WhatsApp. And to me, I think it's actually a good move that right now there are workshops which actually go around the country to actually train and mentor our youth on this day. So to me, I think this it's actually a day to celebrate in terms of how social media is being used for good, in terms of fundraising, in terms of the way we consume news. Things are really changed, networking. But I think we'll talk more in terms of now the digital footprint and stuff.
Yeah, just to add on that, one of the things that we've come to realize is the moment you open a social media account, you kind of become a media house.
Right.
You know, anyone can access your information and they can actually share that information. So whatever you post on any social media network, always know that you're like a media house. Whatever kind of information that you put there, someone else can pick it, someone else can share it, and it has either positive or negative effect. That is why we've been saying that we need to transform the conversation that we're having online. We need people to be responsible. Whatever you post, know that you're affecting someone else. And given the power that social media has, it is important that we take ownership of the content that we share. And we know that we have power to build lives, to actually build businesses through social media, to build career, and also influence people positively. Today is a World Social Media Day, and we've actually devolved celebrations in Kenya. We used to celebrate in Nairobi, Social Media Day, but today we have 6 counties participating. So why did we involve counties? It is because with internet penetration in the counties and different people accessing the internet, they are able to open accounts, but we need people to tell them the power that they have every time they access social media. So we have teams that have gone to different counties to just talk to young people and tell them about the power of social media.
Right, so we'll go back to what the workshops are intended to do a little bit later on, but also 2 points both of you have raised is that there is that element of, you know, when I post something, there is, like you said, a false sense of anonymity. So therefore I can call myself, I don't know, at Power 364, and then I go ahead and abuse somebody and whatever. But I think the main thing is that knowledge. Maybe you can help us in this, that knowledge that people are becoming more cognizant of what people are putting out there. At least becomes like, for lack of a better word, your online CV.
Willis, we are living in a generation that is very sharp, very smart, but cyber foolish. we are having graduates who are they're qualified for jobs, but they can't get jobs because based on what they posted online. So I'll give you this example. I've done many trainings in schools, in various forums, in universities, and the biggest challenge is now for them, what you post on Facebook, what you post on Twitter is your CV. Forget about your degrees, forget about your qualification. Each post you make on Twitter, Facebook, or any platform, that's your CV. That's your true persona. And you need to realize your online persona is your real persona. You cannot separate the two. So people need to know that there's a very thin line between what you post on Facebook or Twitter and your personal, like right now, if I'm a digital humanitarian, there are things I cannot post. And it also comes with ethics. And to me, I really want to urge Kenyans on Twitter, Kenyans on Facebook, to really think about ethics online. Because once you post something online, it's there forever. Anything you do on Google, you do on Twitter, you do on Facebook, and Twitter goes to Google. And Google has a very long memory. Even if you delete on your phone, there are tools which can actually pick. Well, there are tools which can pick everything you've deleted. There are tools which can actually describe your persona online based on sexual content you posted, based on hate speech. So these are things which our kids don't know. And let's not bash our young generation. We're also looking at parents. This generation of parents, we've grown up with technology. We are giving our youth a very bad example. Because you find parents are putting bedroom issues online. So our kids are actually thinking this is
the way to go.
This is the way to go.
Yeah.
So even as parents, we need to now get to understand that my actions are actually mentoring someone on the ground. And I think social media should actually be introduced in schools as a curriculum in terms of that ethics. Because whatever these kids are posting from the time they're young, and it's quite shocking. In one of my schools I went to, it was shocking that one of the parents said that my daughter is on Facebook, and I know her posts, she posts quotes, biblical quotes. So when we tracked her, because there are tools which can track your phone based on your phone number or your email, we can pick how many accounts you have. So there's no anonymity. So we actually found she had three Facebook accounts, and one account was she posted nude stuff, very suggestive stuff. The parents was quite shocked. So I think you may think you know someone, but you don't know someone.
You don't know. There's like a smoke screen probably.
Yeah. So I just want to tell guys, there's no privacy. Anything you do on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Instagram, there's no privacy. It can be still retrieved.
Yes.
So we really need to be careful what you're putting out there.
So it's a bit scary. Like I remember when we enjoyed this conversation. So then, how do you live your life as well? But also there's some good stuff that's happening. Martin, please tell us there's some good stuff that's happening.
No, there's a lot that has been happening. As you know, for the last 4 years, we've done some awards, Kenya Social Media Awards, and usually bring on board people who've used social media positively. And what we've seen is people who are nominated and people who use social media positively have transformed lives. These people are able to advance their careers, and most of them have started businesses and agencies. And these agencies now employ people. And what they do is, before they employ you, they have to look at your social media profile. They have to dig in, and
so there's no escape.
You can't escape. But the good thing is the fact that before you get a job, people are able to look at your social media profile is a good thing. Because now people are becoming more responsible. People understand that your online and offline life is intertwined. You can't run away from it. We've also seen different organizations have set up digital departments. So people are now being employed. It's not about being a volunteer anymore. People are being employed to manage different social media accounts. So we're seeing a lot of growth, both for personal growth and organizational growth. And that transforms into positive impact to the society and to lives of people. We're still pushing for that. As I said, we've always done that in Nairobi, and we discovered there's opportunity in the counties. We've discovered that every time we talk about some awards, we get so many counties calling us, asking how can we be part of this conversation? How can we make our accounts better? How can we engage young people? Just tell them about the opportunities that there, including jobs and business, and how they can transform their businesses through social media. So I think there's a lot of opportunity. There are good things happening outside there, and anybody who is managing, actually anybody who has a social media account should know one thing: it is not just about posting. Know that you can use your social media account to build your business, to build your career. Yes.
There's that aspect as well, but then there's also the aspect of the initial idea, let me say, of social media was that social, that social aspect. So let's say somebody's going to catch one or two and they post it there, and somebody's out in a holiday, they post it there. They meet quote-unquote influential person, they post it there. So then how do you sit, for example, and say that, okay, are you going to judge them because they're having a good time, for example? That's the concern of many people. Just right now, there for now, because you know Kenya is a partying, especially Nairobi, partying city, right? So do they now say, okay, this is not, I'm not going to post this, but it's also still part of their lives? That's what they do.
There's something I need to make clear. Social media is actually offline.
Okay.
It's never online. It's what you do offline. You try and balance what you, because once you bring it online, it's not that's it. So you can go party, yes, but do it in moderation. Do it because there's someone actually looking at you as a mentor. So if right now I'm actually posting photos of me doing drugs, doing alcohol, doing there are kids actually looking at me, they're like, if he does it, it's cool.
I can do it.
So as much as you party, try and moderate it. Don't go telling people that I'm sleeping at 3 in the morning, I'm waking up at 1. Because even bosses look at what you post.
Right.
You can imagine probably it's a Monday morning and you're like, honey, my boss sucks. Those are things we can and you think it's actually being hidden. And one thing I also need to flag, it's about when you're doing holidays. And I have various case studies where couples have actually been mugged, where you actually leave a trail that I'm going on Mombasa for 3 weeks. Then you're telling guys, I'm now at the airport, I'm now here. So people know you're not home. They actually go and actually get you.
Right.
So it's you can actually post, but do it once you've left that place. Don't do it at real time. It depends on. If it's a business, it's good when you do it, but on a personal, think of your security.
That's quite the challenge, because of course, like the psyche is, lazima watu wajue nilikuwa hapa.
Yes, but I do travel a lot. But I always do it after I left the place. Let's say you're in Mogadishu, when you live there, you actually, because one thing about social media, there's a lot of don't believe what you see, especially Facebook. People don't post what they hate. You can be passing by maybe Madare or Kibera. And then you say that I'm in Langata or something. So you never believe what you see. So people actually lie a lot. And I have this story on Facebook which was quite sad. There's someone who posted on Facebook and said, I am hungry, I need food, I'm sick. Guys were like, please go to Daila Pizza, come to Ronaldo, go to Kosewe. The guy died after posting, very love friends. He had over 18,000 comments, I'm your friend. Then when he died, guys raised over $1 million for him. So you seeing, it's actually detaches. Don't believe what you see. And I really want to tell guys that what you see on social media, don't believe it. The people actually lie a lot, and it's more of a show off than.
Then for Martin, because like you say, you pick these people out. What challenges do you face? Like, because like you said, there is that tuseme ukweli na hongo. What do you look for, like these guys, when you pick them out, the criteria?
Yeah, if you look at the criteria, some of the things that we look at, content, what kind of content do people share? And for the last 3 years, we've seen different kinds of content. There's someone who is brilliant offline in their normal life, but what they post online, it's just totally different. So making sure that what people post on their social media is relevant to their, what you'd call their online community is very important. That is one of the things that we always struggle with, making sure that people connect the kind of information they want to share out there, but with the kind of community that they're engaging. Two, it's consistency. If you really want to use social media for good and also for your business, you have to be consistent. Remember that social media, it's about connecting, and it's about connecting with the people that you follow or they follow you. So make sure that you are consistent, especially when you're running a business, because people will always want to get fresh content. So that is very important, and also engagement. Also, people need to find out better ways of making sure that there is what you're calling social. Even if it's business, there has to be some level of engagement. Yes.
Because you have to remain human.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And also, maybe before, as we wind up there, for Philip, maybe you can tell us the do's and don'ts. Like, for example, you said, don't, which was after we had an offline conversation and you really helped me with that. Why you don't post everywhere you're going. Like, we've seen that a lot, like hustle hard, on to the next one. People doing that. So what are some of the, maybe 3 or 4, like even as celebrate World Social Media Day, and we look at the freedom and responsibility. What are some of the things that people can do right, and that maybe something they're also doing wrong?
Okay. To me, one, I can actually talk on my experience. One, social media can actually build your career. And right now, social media is actually I became a digital humanitarian after I revolutionized the way Red Cross operates. And to me, if you believe in something, run with it. Social media can actually be something which you can showcase your talents, you can your experiences. So first thing you need to do, follow your passion, and don't just follow anyone on Twitter. You are who you follow. So don't just follow anyone.
What about someone like me where I have to follow guys to get information?
Yes, for you, for journalists, it's actually key to for news items.
Right.
But don't just follow anyone. It's very, very key.
Right.
And then ensure you have privacy settings. And then everything you post, know there's everyone watching. Would you be comfortable to see anything you post right now? Will your mom be comfortable? Will your boss be comfortable? Will your future employer be comfortable? So those are things which I think really. And then also you need to know that the kind of footprint you actually leave behind. So find your passion, run with it. If you are a sports person, talk about sports. If you're a journalist, talk about news. Be the motivating factor. Yeah.
All right, Matt, maybe your shows as well as you tell us more about the open portal now on Soma.
Yes. Today, as we celebrate World Social Media Day, we need to know that we have an opportunity to create a better society. We have an opportunity to create positive conversation, that we have freedom to access different social media networks, but it becomes our responsibility. And one of the other ways that we can do that is to support those people that we think have created an environment in different social media networks. And we've opened the portal, Soma Awards, Kenya Social Media Awards, and we're inviting people to nominate. What you do is you go online and nominate the person that you think has made an impact in your life and in the society. Also nominate organizations that you believe should be part of the social media celebrations. We've opened the portal, it's soma.or.ke. There are different categories for personalities and different corporate organizations. And one of the things that we are trying to do is to make sure that we highlight different people who are using social media positively. That is what Soma enables us to do. Yes.
All right.
So people are able to nominate www.soma.or.ke. Yes.
All right. So of course that's it's a conversation that we'll continue having. Social media cannot be exhausted in one sitting. We'll continue having this conversation and invite you guys back as often as we can, because like you said, it looks like an easy area, but then there's the matter of the digital footprint. So your take home today should be that unaacha for footprint ukiendelea hapo, everybody is watching and seeing what you do. So thank you guys so much. Remember, you can keep tweeting. Today Social Media Day. Share, maybe you can reach out to Philip, Martin. What are your Twitter handles?
Martin Muli.
Philip Ogola.
Right, you can reach out to them as well on social media, because today the whole discussion on the hashtag SMDKE will be about freedom and responsibility. So if you have any questions and comments on that, you can reach out to them as well. And let's keep talking. Like you said, offline. What you do offline? Alright, so thank you guys so much. We'll take a short musical interlude, as Freddie Ndimuli calls it, and then we'll be back.